Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the Foreign Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the Bears. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the Foreign Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, hello, good evening. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Hawks, here after that famous victory. Rangers 1, Feyenoord 0 is the one and only Stardom. How we doing, mate?
Good evening, everybody out there. What a fantastic result tonight for our football team. Great result. Evening, Ox.
Aye, mate, fantastic result, and it was an exciting game, mate. It didn't stop for the first to the last. All right, we weren't always attacking. Yeah. We're one of the best team. Then we got the penalty, mate, and after we missed the penalty, we were excellent.
We were that actually. It went the opposite way. I thought it was just going to be one of the nights when we missed the penalty, to be honest with you, mate. It was a different game from what I expected. I thought it would be an attacking game of football, but I never really thought we would be doing so much of the attacking. I think the first half, Fox, it's fair to say they could have been dead and buried with the chances we had. I thought we were superb after that penalty miss, like you're saying there, mate.
I mean, we hit the woodwork with the penalty. Scott Arfield inside of the post. I mean, they can go anywhere. They can go in the net. They can 40 somebody. Was just unlucky.
Just a fraction to the right, and it was hitting the back of the
particularly
net.
Great chances. What we had is great situations to score. You know, I think Ojo should have finished it to make it 1-0. He must have been buzzing after such a good strike for a goal. I thought the goal was a fabulous strike, but I'm still not convinced about his play, mate. And I know that's a bit harsh when he gets the winner, but that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I feel like maybe I'm getting the winner tonight. I'll get him a tiny wee bit out of jail with the fans, but you know how I feel about him, Oxford. But for me, after he got his goal, I thought, right, here we go. And he never really progressed or went up a notch after that. And there was a moment in the second half where, in my opinion, it was a 60-40 tackle in his favour, and he just pulled out it. And I just thought, that's me now, basically. You know, I wasn't impressed with that, mate. I thought
you can obviously strike a good ball. I tell you, I thought two players had a good game. One we've not seen much, and the one has been a whipping boy. I thought Barisic and Helander, both playing left-footed in their natural positions. I thought they've done very well, both of them.
Barisic for me, mate, if it wasn't for some of the saves Alan McGregor pulled off, right, and Barisic was probably been my man in the match tonight, to be fair. I thought Barisic was brilliant going down the left. I thought he was getting inside, he was making the right passes. He just really never put a foot wrong. Big Helander, there was a lot of questions obviously asked before the show tonight. He came in, mate, and I thought he was solid. Tonight. I thought he was the most solid looking centre back we had on the pitch tonight.
I thought that spell between the penalty and half time, mate, we could have been 2 or 3 up. I also think that time Davis, Jack, Arfield, Morelos were all playing really, really well.
Morelos burnt some amount of energy in the first half, I tell you. I think he looked kind of tired for me towards the end of the second half. He was still putting the sail about there, but the shift that boy putting up there, the sail in the first half is brilliant. Ryan Jack, again, like you're saying, he comes straight back into that team tonight and just shows why he's probably going to be the number one midfielder on the team this year. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I mean, he impressed me tonight. He's been brilliant this season, and he really deserves his place in that team.
Aye, well, good to get other people's thoughts, small mate. So if people want to join us, what's the number?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you've brought in a call with Old School Blue on his new screen. Ooh. I mean, I thought Kamara had done some good things, but we about 10 minutes to go, he let the ball bounce, and when he got booked, maybe just a wee bit rusty. He's not played a lot of football. But I can't
get tired.
Aye, I
no,
can't.
100%.
Can't complain.
It was a great shift all round for the boys tonight. I thought to a man we were brilliant tonight. was a great team performance. Kamara was just, like you're saying, he's not really that match fit. He was just getting a wee bit tired. But it's a like for like when you bring Joe Aribo. I thought he used the ball well when he came on to get us into the corners and things like that. Just a great performance, mate. And I mean, you can't ask for any more than that. Getting after 3 points in your first game at Feyenoord in the UEFA Cup, or Europa League, sorry.
Obviously there's the financial aspects as well. You get money for points, mate.
100%.
It keeps us in the group, so the full houses will keep coming, which is fantastic financial feeding, and that's sometimes what European football is all about. But it's a result that shows where we were 2012, where we are now. It's night and day.
Aye. 1,000,000%, Ox. I mean, for where we've came from and things like that, and obviously we did a decent wee run the Europa League last season, but that expectation was there this year, and I think we would have been disappointed if we hadn't got a win tonight. And the team just went out and performed, mate. I mean, I thought it would have been end to end, but we really could have severely punished them in the first half, and in the second half they came out, but they weren't really causing us any trouble till maybe the last 15 minutes. Couple of fantastic saves, Fallon, McGregor and all. That's why he's in between the sticks. He's a big player for us.
Excellent game. We had an excellent game. The funny thing is with Alan, you expect him to make these saves.
Oh, 100%. You're always confident he's going to pull off the save. You're almost disappointed, obviously, when somebody actually manages to get the ball by him, especially in these big nights. He always seems to be up for it. And great saves in the second half he pulled off. I think there was one the first half as well, from the boy went in just in the first couple of minutes. I mean, that could have went anywhere. That the second shot as well. And the boy hit the side netting, but it was a great save in the first place from McGregor. But see just going on that performance, Ox.
Yes, mate.
What did you make of Connor Golson tonight?
I think he's done some good things, some bad things. I don't like when he's in possession. He concerns me when he just holds on to the ball that too long. When he brings his arm up and thinks he's a player. He's no a ball playing centre half, mate.
No, he's definitely not a ball playing centre half. I think he thinks he is sometimes. But I mean, he did all right tonight. He did do all right. Obviously, I'm still disappointed Nico didn't get the start, but I can't grumble with the result and the performance of the full team tonight. I thought Gerrard probably did get his tactics spot on. I'll give him that in.
Well, that's 9 European games now, mate. We've not lost one. We've not been behind in one.
He seems to have the knack for Europe, doesn't he?
How many did we play last year? 14 was it?
Yeah.
Last year. And 9 this year, 23. We've lost 2. Not a bad record, is it?
No, we've never lost a home game as well.
No, against some good teams. Feyenoord, Rapid Vienna, Villarreal, Spartak Moscow. Anyway, our first caller coming in. Evening caller.
How you doing, boys? It's Bill.
You happy with that, mate?
Got to be Ox, eh? Got to be. Good performance. We can learn from it. Different periods in the game we'll learn from, but another strong performance at Ibrox. They changed, but I thought Big Hollander was good. I know maybe Starduck's probably hanging for the rafters already, but did Gerrard get it right tonight? What do you think, boys?
Well, in the paper it says Rangers 1, Feyenoord 0, so Gerrard did get it right, Mr. Starduck.
100%, mate. I just said a wee minute ago, I think I'll have to concede that one. He got his tactics spot on for me tonight. I honestly do believe we were the better team throughout that game. If you were to look at the game on a whole, chances created and things like that, I honestly do feel as if we were the better team. And I think you'll agree, Paul. They could have been done and dusted in the first half, mate, if we just made the right choices. Made the right choices at the right time. Zoc says maybe not the best of clear-cut chances, but if we'd made the right decisions, we could have maybe got a couple of more goals for ourselves there.
All right, can I cut across you, boys? We've been joined by a new caller.
Sorry.
Paul, cut across you, mate. We've been joined by a new caller, Darren. Evening, Darren. And we come, Darren. Come on. Well, carry on, Paul. Back to you.
No, it's just we'll maybe get away with it, you know, in the SPL. Yeah, is it? I'm getting a bit of feedback, Ox. I don't know if somebody is that boy hung up or what.
Carry on, mate. Carry on.
All right. Maybe in the SPL, we'll maybe get away with, you know, missing a few chances here and there, and we'll get your 2-0 wins and the 3-0 wins. But big games like tonight, we're really going to need to start taking chances. All right, we got the 3 points in that tonight, but as Starbuck said, the game should have been done and dusted. Half time, the game should have been done and over with. It's like we try to walk the ball at times, and it was good that Ojo had a dig for 30 yards. That's what we need to keep doing. And he was the brilliant tonight, but I thought he was a lot better than what he has been. I thought Barisic was outstanding tonight. I thought Ryan Jack was brilliant.
All right, I'm going to try and bring Darren in again. Evening, Darren.
How you doing, boys? You okay?
All right, mate. All right. First time you've called in, mate? Well, apart from earlier on the night.
Second time, mate, yeah. Second time.
All right, mate. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, just impressed with the performance tonight. I mean, I thought Jack Davis in midfield was superb. Barisic, probably the best game he's played all season. I think I said last time I called, actually, I think he's suited for the European game, and it's proved it tonight. I think he was superb, and just Fredo was just amazing. And yeah, just chuffed, great result, superb.
It's a fantastic result for the club, and obviously all the implications. Keeps us in the group, keeps us momentum going. A lot of people will be happy with the clean sheet. Pool Ranger.
Well, Starbuck's been banging the drum all weekend, and I was kind of with him. I didn't want Katic being dropped either, but it worked tonight, and we kind of everybody got on Gerard's back for the team. We changed it against the Puddle Drinkers. He changed it tonight, and changes we spoke before the game. We thought, is this going to be it worked tonight? So you've got to give. They've got to have their due. They've done it tonight.
Aye. Started the arguing, but the clean sheet that'll be the thing that'll please McGregor and that, yeah.
100%, mate. No arguing. He got his tactics spot on. Thought Big Hollander was absolutely magnificent in the night. But I wasn't ever doubting Hollander. I was thought maybe Katic was a bit harsher treated just to get dropped like that. But when you're getting a result like that, opening game of Europa League, like I said, mate, it's 3 points, isn't it, at the end of the day? That's all that matters.
Can I bump him there a wee second, Ox?
Aye, of course you can, mate.
I think what Gerard said was right. I think Hollander put a bit of obviously left-footed. I think that helped tonight, but helping Barisic shoot as well, because obviously a bit more balanced to the team, and I think that's what helped us tonight, big time.
Is that Hollander?
Do we think that was Barisic's best game in the Rangers jersey, boys?
Oh, I would think so. I would think so. Aye. Is that Hollander?
There was one point in the second half, he went right in for a tackle and he went right through the boy and all, and it's the first time I've seen him do it.
It was actually his tackle made the goal.
Aye, I definitely think that's his best performance in the Rangers jersey. And do you think that maybe helped Talks? We had another left-sided player, somebody can link up with on the left-hand side?
I think it's because Hollander was more natural there for clearing the ball. It helps Barisic.
There's a bit of balance there, isn't it?
Aye. But I mean, you would never be able to answer that because Katic could have played tonight or Edmondson and they could have had a brilliant game. But I'll go to Darren, come back to you, Pool. Is that Hollander in the team now? Is that him? Is that him going to be bedded in, do you think?
I still think Goldson had a few wayward passes tonight. It was a bit solid defence, but a few wayward passes. I'd like to see actually Katic and Hollander get a few games just to see how they play together. Because it's just my thoughts, really.
Is that Hollander, but is that him got himself into the team, the big signing?
I still think Katic is probably one of our best, probably the best defender we have, centre defender we have, and I'd like to see Katic and Hollander get a few games rather than Goldson. That's my view.
Aye, mate, aye. Pool?
I think Ox now, I think going forward, he'll go with Goldson and Hollander. I think with the money that he spent in Hollander, it was a wee opportunity. Whatever's happened, Katic has come out, Hollander's come in, big European game. The big boy was good tonight, and I think he might just go with Hollander and Goldson going forward now.
Do you not think, though, in your opinion, who's been the best out of Katic and goals in all season? In my opinion, it's definitely been Katic. That's why I think Katic deserves his chance
Katic
with Alander.
Katic all day long, but that's what we've been talking about. And
we better change the subject. Dog's ready to start greeting.
Listen, and he didn't even drop him to the bench. He dropped him out the full team. he tried to push me out the edge.
Well, he's obviously heard you on the
Jesus
show.
Christ, man, you're not even going on to the gates. You're gone. Where are you going now? He's out the squad completely, man. Where are you going now?
Erskine Bridge, I think.
I'm going the journey.
Darren, I thought that spell after the penalty to be got the goal, I thought Arfield, Jack, Davis and Morelos were fantastic.
Yeah, I say the midfield was superb, mate. I mean, that chance Arfield hit the bar, the post, sorry, it was amazing. The first half we were superb. I felt the second half we sat back a little bit and kind of let them come into us a little bit, especially the last 10 minutes. But I thought the first half we were absolutely superb and sublime. And it should have been, like, as you know, 3 or 4-0 easily. But yeah, just first half was superb. And midfield were amazing. Amazing. Apart from Ojo, I'll give you that. I mean, he was, in my opinion, he was gone the first 15 minutes. Didn't see him until he scored, and then he disappeared again. And I agree with you, Ox. Actually, I'm going to be a bit kind of fucking controversial here. Pardon myself.
Nobody agrees with me.
Controversial, but I don't think Ojo deserves to place the team. Actually, myself, I don't think it shows enough. It shows glimpses. It did be his goal, but I don't think that's enough to warrant his place in the team full time, in my opinion.
All right, mate. I wouldn't disagree with you, but I'm sure there's thousands maybe come for back Firebrook who might. We'll be joined by our caller, evening caller.
Hi there, guys. It's Ronnie again.
All right, Ronnie, what's your point tonight, mate?
All right, but I'm a wee bit perplexed, for want of a better word.
Perplexed?
Regarding Mr. Gerrard's tactics. He played the exact same tactics as he did against the Huddle Drinkers. Maybe there was 4 difference in the personnel and the shape of the team was different. But the only difference was Morelos was up front, but he played the exact same tactics. You know, that was the difference. Where the difference was we had Morelos pressing. That was the only exact difference we had. But he played the exact same tactics with no width whatsoever. You know, and that worries me.
We won the night, Ronnie.
I know we won, but we're not going to win like that. We're not going to win like that in the SPL. Guaranteed we will not win games.
We'll not play like that in the SPL, Ronnie. Will we, Pool Ranger?
It's for courses, man.
Yeah. Darren?
I disagree, actually. I think there was a lot of width, actually. I think a lot of play came down the wide areas compared to against the Puddle Drinkers. I thought we were really flat against them, and I thought we were really expansive tonight, pushing for all sides. And Tavs go forward. All right, our final ball was a bit rubbish sometimes, but I thought we were really expansive in all departments. I thought we were good going forward tonight. Apart from the final ball was a bit lacklustre. I agree with that, but I still thought we were really expansive.
I thought the night was Tav's quietest game I've ever seen him in.
Tav was quiet tonight, I'll give you that, Ronnie.
That's his quietest game I've ever seen him in. And it was actually, I don't know if it was, when I seen the picture of him on the TV, like about 15 minutes to go, he looked in pain. And I texted my boy at the time and I says, I think Tav's caring.
You know,
I think he's... No, no, I think he's carrying something. And he's not declaring it.
Ronnie, can I ask you a question? What team would you have played tonight?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if you should.
What team?
We don't have any width. We don't have any width at the minute.
What team would you have played tonight?
All right, one at a time. Right.
Well, the only width we've got. You ask me a question, we'll give me a chance to answer it. But
go on then.
Right. But the only width we've got the new is Barker. That is the only width we've got.
Right.
Because the other guys are injured.
Well, he played Ojo on the left tonight, and he's left footed.
He plays Ojo, but we've all got kind of the same opinion as to what Ojo gives us on the wing, you know. But the only Woodford goat is Barker. So do we take a chance with that or no? I'm just looking at the bigger picture here. I'm not looking at the night's game. All right. We played well, and we got a result. We totally deserved the result, you know. But I'm just looking at the bigger picture. If you're going to come up against teams the way we have the last 3 games in the SPL, and going with this, he seems to have discovered this new system. You know, we need width.
All right,
playing with just the fullbacks. This worries me.
We've been joined by another caller. You know. We've been joined by another caller. Evening caller.
Well, good evening, everyone. Rangers Radio, it's Bridgman here.
How we doing, Bridge? You in the car?
How you doing, Bridge, man?
No, I'm standing at the bus stop here waiting on the bus.
All right.
I just come off the subway, pal.
And which subway station did you come off of?
I come off at Kelvin Bridge.
Oh.
And I get the bus back along.
What's your thoughts, Mal,
Can
mate?
I just say, I thought it thoroughly deserved this victory. Could have been, probably should have been 2 or 3. Dreadful penalty missed by Tav, I think that just shot his confidence to bits because he didn't seem to pick his game up at all after that. So, you know, silly things that you just don't associate with Tav nearly. Maybe taking his back eye off the ball or something like that. You know. But other than that, I thought Arfield was absolutely outstanding. I thought Stephen Davis was a great first half and not too bad a second half, but Alan McGregor pulled off 2 saves near the end there, which was very good. But really and truly, they tried to walk the ball into the net in the last 15 minutes of that game, and we should have been just bumping it straight in. Seriously, it's terrible. However, I'm very pleased, and I thought, who got man of the match? You know,
I never heard that, mate. I would have gave it. Who would I have gave it to?
Who was that?
Ryan Jack.
I'd have given it Morelos. Morelos was my man.
I thought Morelos as well. I thought everyone went
outstanding.
Sorry, everyone they tried to go through. He was very good. I think he ran out of legs, to be honest. I think
he
all
did
of them
for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have gave it Arfield.
They were really good on. They were really good in holding the ball. The possession football was very good. They never really did too much. They penetrated twice, and the keeper managed to handle them. I thought Helander had a hell of a game for himself tonight.
As an all centre half, are you happy with him? Right, I'm going to let you go, mate, because you're going to have to speak tomorrow night, and it's always great to hear from you, mate.
All right.
You take it
all
easy,
the best, guys. Cheers, guys. Bye.
See you later, Bridge.
See you later, Bridge.
He'll use his phone, report on the game, and I'll be unlike him. I'll have nothing to say. Darren, we've got to be happy with that result. The games in Europe, it's 3 points, it's money, it's all about getting a result, isn't it?
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. And go back to the last caller who called in about how it's how we don't play with any width. I think we do play with width, but we don't. But the way Stevie Gerrard wants to play is we are 4-3-3. The front three should be playing wide sometimes, but also supporting Morelos at the exact same time, and that's why we need Tavernier and the left back, whoever it is, Barisic, whatever it is, to push forward and support him as well. So, I just think it worked tonight, mate. I think it worked. We were dominant tonight, and it should have been 3 or 4-0 easily. And against
we weren't dominant on the right. Tavernier was off his game, and we weren't dominant on the right.
Mate, I didn't see a point tonight where we were going to lose a goal. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were dominant. I didn't see it. I didn't have any qualms at all.
I've got to agree with that.
What's the issue then?
But against a better team, we would.
Feyenoord are sitting 5th in the Dutch league. They've not lost a game all season in Holland. They don't play with
They don't play with width. That's the difference. No, I was.
Sorry, do you watch Feyenoord?
I was taking my point on the context of the SPL.
The SPL's different though. Barisic won't fit in SPL.
Can I finish my point then? Can I finish my point? My point is this seems to be a new system that Stevens found this season.
I don't think that shape.
He's only playing with fullbacks, and that's it. I
don't think that shape was the same as we played against them in the Old Firm game.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We've done it again since. You know, and we struggle to break the teams down like that in the SPL. And that's what worries me.
When? Aye.
We played it against St Mirren.
We scored, and we won 1-0, and we got 3 points away from home.
We won. But it was an absolute struggle against teams we shouldn't be struggling against.
But Ronnie, what's your point on this?
My point is, I just hope
every single game we won 55. So if it's 1-0 and it's a struggle and we score in the last minute or the first minute, it doesn't matter. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net. And we wouldn't have done it the last year or 2 years ago. We're doing it now.
The thing is, as well, I think tonight we played Feyenoord and we looked better than we did against teams like fucking St Mirren. Sorry, Ox. Against teams like St Mirren, against all these.
I'll give you a pink card for that, mate. A pink card.
But we look better against better teams, and that's what I like. You know what I mean? We look bad against rubbish teams because they sit back and defend. But against teams that try to play, we play a lot better, and that for me, that's better for me.
All right,
Ox, I think you touched on it a wee bit there, Ox, and I was reading up on them the other day. They don't really play with wingers, and they play through the middle. And I think that's maybe why Gerard the Knight went with,
exactly.
the three,
that's the point.
Kamara, Davis, and Jack. That's why he never went with the wingers. He went for the three because he's obviously looked at Feyenoord in the Dutch league, and they don't really play with wingers. They play through the middle, and he's went with the three tonight, and the threes just totally counteract them. And we've destroyed them because they couldn't play through the three.
Up until the last 15 minutes when our legs went with the energy we put into the game, particularly in the first half, we were the best
team.
Did
that worry you? Ox, did that worry you? How your energy went? What?
No, I think
you could actually see it.
When you play at that tempo, mate, you're not going to keep it up for 90 minutes. We've been joined by Mark, evening Mark. You enjoy that, mate?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did.
What's your thoughts, mate?
Few good. We'll start for Hollander. As you know, I think we knew the guy was quality, and I think he had a very solid game for his first time playing alongside Goldson. In a big European tie against a good side, Barisic played well. Ojo shut me up, but died maybe the last 20 minutes. But I'm not even going to moan. I can speak more positive about other players. Morelos, Jack, Arfield. As I said, Barisic, Hollander. Absolutely outstanding night to a man. Honestly, God, that's the way we should be playing. That's the way Rangers play. Absolutely. But Gerard's tactics tonight, I think he got that bang on. I think it's good. I think we've spoken about before. Horses for courses. He's obviously looked at Feyenoord and rejigged the team a wee bit to stop them playing, and it worked. It's not going to work every game, but it worked tonight, and we were outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. See Ryan Jack tonight. That man covered every blade of grass. He was outstanding. Well done.
Talking about somebody who covers every blade, we've been joined by Rudy Bear. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, Oxchair. How are we doing?
All the better for hearing your dulcet tones.
Thank you very much, Oxchair. I'm sitting here, do you know the reason why I phoned in? I'm sitting here listening to the show, and I'm about to tan my wrist. It sounds like we get pumped tonight, you know what I mean?
But you've got to remember, Ronnie's on. He's always cheery.
That was a fantastic European performance. I mean, you're talking about a side that's full of class, and they might not have played, possibly in the run-up to the game this week. I've listened to the show, I've been working late, so I've not managed to get back time to phone in and stuff, but I've been listening to the archives.
Time and a half, time and a third.
Oh, double time for me, mate. And some of the stuff we were talking about, you look at some of their players, the Feyenoord we're talking about here, it's another step up in class for what we played as far as the qualifiers go for the group section. You know what I mean? I'm sitting listening to the show tonight and I'm about to tan my wrists. It sounds like we got absolutely humped. We didn't, we played them off the park. Minutes.
I can't agree more with the Bear. Can't agree more. Super.
For 70 minutes. And then
come on, Stardog, you're the same. You feel the same, didn't you?
The amount of energy we'd put into the game, goal in the last 10, 15 minutes of the game, because we put a lot of energy. The only criticism, and it's not even a criticism, I would like to have seen us score another 2 or 3. I'd like to, because the chances we created in it, when we go away, when we go away to the likes of Feyenoord, and we go away to the likes of Porto, and we go away to Switzerland, we're going to have to take these chances. We're going to have to take them. But that was a cracking performance tonight, I thought. Absolutely delighted with it.
Well said.
Strong.
How many comes start, Doug? How many comes start, Doug?
What I was going to say is, mate, I thought we were absolutely phenomenal at all. Oxford, you mentioned it earlier on the show. As soon as we missed that penalty, maybe Tavernier didn't raise his game, but the full team 100% raised their game after that, and we just had a desire about us. And we caught them a couple of times going up the park, but like you said, it's just the decisions in the final third that kind of let us down tonight. We could have been 3 or 4-0 at the half time. Shea Ojo, I don't know how he missed that second chance in the box, mate. He just had too much time, if anything. He should have put that in the back of the net.
Oh, right, Ojo had that chance, right? You get the Tavernier penalty. Tav should have scored that. You're talking, we could have been a lot by half time alone, so we should have.
Arfield clipped the post.
Scotty Arfield hit the post.
It was inside of the post.
Aye, how that could come back, you never know.
I thought we were absolutely brilliant tonight, guys. And see, to get after the European campaign, to get after a flyer like that, 3 points against Feyenoord, like Dan said there. They're undefeated in the league this year. They've not tasted defeat at all in the Dutch league, which is it's a great league, so it is. There's hundreds of teams in it that are competitive. So, I mean, we can't complain with that, guys. That was a great performance for us tonight.
Brilliant.
It's a massive step up to we play. Sorry, mate. It's a massive step up for who we play week to week. It's a massive step up. Feyenoord on the mugs. They've got a good manager. They play the Dutch style. And they would have played us every part, but we didn't let them. Rangers were outstanding. We didn't let them play.
Agreed.
You come, Darren.
The next game.
Europe. This season. On you go, Darren. Then
the next game against Young Boys, mate. That's the one. If we win the next game against Young Boys, I think we'll get every chance to qualify.
Can you call them Young Boys of Bern so we know what subject we're talking about?
Sorry. Yeah. I'll say Bern. Next game against Bern. If we win that game, we've got every chance of qualifying, and it's massive. It's just massive.
That's when it's huge. Purple.
That's
we've been joined by George Logan. Evening, George Malmucker.
How you doing, boys? All right?
Evening, George.
I'm chuffed, mate. I'm sitting here with a big smile on my face. Great performance, great result, great atmosphere, and a great tribute to Fernando Rickson.
Well, everything you said there, Ox, and so you should be sitting there with a smile on your face. Obviously, the last 24 hours have been sad for the Rangers family, of course it is, for football in general, and we had the privilege of actually seeing that guy come out here and do what he actually done and get to know the guy. So the night with players, with fans, everybody went into that stadium and took it in with them walks, and McGee does what a performance. I mean, absolutely, I don't care what anybody says, whether they're the best Dutch team or the worst Dutch team. When we paid all that money for all the players all the years ago, if we came up against the Feyenoord and beat them at home, we would have been absolutely delighted. So that's, for me, an absolutely great achievement for us tonight. Mox. We just came back in the last couple of years, came back to the bottom of Scottish football, back up to where we were, and now we're actually beating the big guys in Scottish football. Because a couple of weeks ago there, in European football, because a couple of weeks ago there, Ox, we were all saying that this is a Champions League group. Now, if we're looking at this team, it's UEFA Cup group, isn't it? But looking at this group, it's a Champions League group, and we're actually started beating teams at home, and we should absolutely be delighted. To a man, every single person was brilliant. I don't think we were dominant for the full 90 minutes, Ox, but we won the game against a good Dutch team, and it surprised me tonight, Ox. They really did. So well done, every single person in that stadium and part tonight.
I'm going to go to Rudy with this point, Rudy.
Aye.
I mean, you're right. You should score a penalty, but it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He missed the penalty and we reacted. Maybe if we'd scored that penalty, we might not have played as well, because we'd done a lot up to then.
No particular, no. But look, Tabs kind of went after a boil a wee bit with the penalties, isn't he? You know, and it's maybe time. Should we be looking at maybe handing it to Alfredo or something? I don't know. You know, I mean, that's a discussion for us.
He's missed 2 out of 3, mate.
3, aye. So, and if, for Tav, that's gone off the boil a wee bit, hasn't it?
Mr. Consistent.
But for me, Tav didn't have his greatest game the night, but I don't think anybody played badly. I mean, Ryan Jack was my man of the match, but see when Alfredo slid that lovely pass through to him, and all he had to do was take another couple of strides and put his laces through it, and it looked to me like he was caught in two minds. He didn't know whether it looked like he was trying to chip the goalkeeper and just hoofed it over the bar. I was screaming at the telly,
Do you remember that night you pulled that supermodel?
Do you remember that?
Well, you ended up getting stage fright. Well, that's what happened to Ryan Jack.
Aye, right, okay. But it was just all round, it was a really good team performance. I was impressed with Big Helander the night. I thought he played really well. I'm disappointed, like Stardog, that Cat, because I've been really impressed with Katic, apart from maybe the last game or two, where I thought he's like settled down a wee bit. But then again, so has Connor Goldson. But Stevie Gerrard seems to prefer Goldson or Katic. But Big Helander the night, to me, for me, done a really good job. I thought Davis covered every blade of grass, so did Ryan Jack. I just thought it was a really good European performance against a really good Dutch side. I've got no criticism of what happened tonight at all. I think starting off with 3 points in our first game, we're off to an absolute flyer. And as somebody just said there, if we go to Switzerland and we can come back with the 3 points there, what a position we've put ourselves in for qualifying.
We got 6 points last year in the group, George. Is that right?
That's right, Oxide. That's right.
So we've played one game and we've got 3. So we're potential for progress, and obviously that brings you more revenue into the club.
I'm much harder the group Ox as well. I mean, if you think about it, if it compared to last season, I thought we'd done really well in the group of his last season, but getting after the start like that the night, Ox, honestly, I never gave anybody what I thought it was going to be or things like that, because that Dutch team for me, Ox could win that group. Just be watching a few other games in the last couple of weeks and things like that. I think they're a really good team, but we made them look ordinary, Ox. Guys like Ryan Jack, Steve Davis, like Rudy was saying there, guys just coming to the floor, coming in and putting their head above it and giving a wee bit of fight for us. And I'll tell you what, Alfredo Morelos, absolutely unplayable tonight, absolutely fantastic wee guy, absolutely brilliant. And everybody stood and clapped, and he stood and clapped. That gave him that wee kick as well. I mean, absolutely brilliant.
Did you see him when the applause was taking place?
Aye, that's what I'm saying, Ox. So he stood there, he got that, he felt that, and you ken yourself, when you're standing in that stadium, it gets you the throat, it gets you in the chest, and it done it with that wee guy the night. And for me, Ox, he was unplayable, and he really was. That's got to get people watching him. Is it good, is it bad for us? I don't know, but the wee guy deserves everything he gets, Ox.
Is it his best performance in a Rangers? Is it his best performance in a Rangers jersey? I would say it's damn near it.
Thing is, George,
the first part of the show, Ox.
He won't get that recognition because the Scottish media are arseholes. They're idiots. They're just they don't appreciate. All they want to hear is about Celtic. That's the way I see it anyway. I mean, that Edwards getting bummed up left, right, and centre.
Let's keep it positive, man. We just beat Feyenoord at home, man. Never mind them.
All I'm saying though is,
never mind them, mate. We just done Feyenoord at home. We're after 3 points in the Europa League, mate. Never matter the media.
Recognition, and it doesn't get it. I don't get it. I don't get.
He's not the media's darling, is he? He doesn't do interviews.
But he doesn't. Does he need recognition after media here, guys? He's not caring. He's looking at the Premiership. It's the media all over the world. This wee guy's going to get his name. He doesn't care about Scottish media. They can say what they want. But as Stardog says, what a bloody result. Morelos is probably best performance in the Rangers jersey. He bullied a back four again. Himself, he's just a wee guy was outstanding.
His best performance, but he'll be up there. Because obviously a forward are judging goals, But
that's it.
Really impressed with Barisic tonight. There's never been more critical of Barisic than me over the weeks. But I tell you, see, we can take that for him into the league. He's got to be the left back. He's got to be the choice. He's left-footed. Left foot. That was a good performance by him tonight. It really was.
It's like, I remember when you played at fullback, athletic, 6'2". It was like you running up that one.
I left everything in my wake, Ox.
I think that's a fair comment. Pool Ranger, Barrett, we talked about Morelos, but was that Barisic's best game for the club? Pool still there? Maybe past his bedtime.
It's got to be up there, innit? It's got to be up there.
Aye, Martin, you
He
go,
was Barisic tonight again, but we spoke about this as well. I hate saying that all the time, but we have. Barisic was up and down that. He was like a powerhouse tonight, up and down that left side. Ojo's not the best at helping, as we know, but Barisic handled it tonight. And see the tackle he made for the goal. I mean, a 50-50 ball with Karsdorp. He won it. This is something I was critical of him since his injury. I thought he was bottling tackles. He crunched into that tackle. It broke for Ojo, and Ojo let rip. 25-yarder. What a goal.
I've seen when we scored the goal, and it was a great shot by Ojo. Morelos was put in the centre forward position. Did you notice who was next to him?
I didn't, mate, no.
Tav.
I was too busy celebrating.
Aye, Tav.
I was too busy jumping about my house like a maniac.
Well done, mate. You've got to be professional like me and Rudy. We'd be making notes as the goal went in. That right, Rudy?
Aye, that'll be right. That was a bit like Stardog, I have to say. I was running up and down the hallway. I mean, you take this result tonight, guys, right? And look at, I'm not going back to dark days then, but look at where we've been, right? This is probably the biggest European victory since 2008 since us. Tell me a bigger team that we've beaten in Europe since then. You know what I mean? This is a great result for us tonight. I think we were all optimistic tonight, but I don't think we expected what we've seen in the first half. We outplayed them in the first half.
I would agree.
I think the draw with Valencia was better.
When?
Villarreal, you mean?
Villarreal, sorry, aye. Villarreal.
Away from home.
That was
a good result. The Spanish league's maybe top of the Dutch league, but Feyenoord in European football, they're past winners of the European Cup. They were Dutch champions.
They've had a level that we have. They
won the league in 2017.
They're on a big downer. They're on a big downer.
Ronnie, yeah.
They won the
only
the
person
league in
that's in a big downer is you,
2017.
but it sounds yeah.
You know what they say, a week's a long time in football.
I tell you, Ox, see if Rangers play like that the rest of the season. The chances created, the way they played, the M goals will go in. They're not going to miss all them chances every game. We will be fine. We'll be there or thereabouts.
Fox always says it.
Ox, wait a minute, I've got a wee bone to pick with you. Somebody else is saying there that Barasic, we do what? Barasic's playing up wide, playing outstanding. Ojo is playing the 3-man at the front, and he's going to fall in wide whenever he can. And then somebody makes a comment saying, but we know what Ojo's about. And they're okay. But when I do it, I'm a negative commenter.
If I called you negative, I just said you like
you
to...
You called me. You said...
Well, we seem to have lost Ronnie.
Can I go in there, Rox? Just for a
on you go, mate.
I think we're giving everybody all the plaudits they deserve tonight, by the way. I think they were absolutely fantastic. All the players, left back, right through the middle. Everybody, the subs came on and done a shift for us. Alan McGregor's really important for us, Ox.
Yeah.
He's just like a wall at the back there. He's there to save shots and things like that. He saved us a few times. So now we've got the goalkeeper, the centre half. I went with Katic, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. The striker up front, I think anybody would want. Everybody wanted Ryan Kenny, so they'll be injured now. I just hope you can manage this going into Saturday now, going into Wednesday, full in Saturday. I hope we can manage this squad right, because I think we've got the right squad to make a wee bit of dent on it this year, Ox. I didn't think we had it last year, but I think we've got the squad to be able to make the changes here and there and actually go forward and maybe win the league and have a wee run in this cup, Ox. I really believe it this year.
Well, we've got to go to Perth and win on Saturday, no, Sunday, innit?
Massive month.
That becomes a bigger game than the night in some respects, Mark, yeah?
Oh, it's a massive month, guys. This is a huge month. The next 4 games, we need to keep on the short tails of the Mankey mob. We need to just keep playing. I'm telling you, playing the way they played tonight. You know, that performance and them chances are created in every game. They'll win. and we'll destroy teams. That's the most positive performance I think so far this season. I didn't realise we were that far in front of Feyenoord. I thought we were maybe, a bit closer. But, we dominated a decent side, a very good side with, players worth a fortune. You think of guys that we've paid for, like Kamara, getting guys like Ryan Jack, free transfers. Got to remember where we came from in the last few years to where we are now, and now I would say we're head and shoulders above Feyenoord. We'll beat them away, I know, I think. If we play to the capability we played tonight, we'll beat them away as well. And does Hollander stay in now? Does Hollander stay in, guys?
The big question now, isn't it? Hollander had a really good game tonight, I don't know. It depends, we've got to get the boy Edmondson there. Anytime I've saw how much, we haven't saw much of him. But anytime we saw him.
Like Jorge, do you, Rudy?
Yeah.
Do you like Jorge, do you?
All right. I do, star that guy. Anytime let's down, to be honest, been fairly impressed with him, I have to say. So I think we've got 4 really good centre backs now. We're in a position, where we could probably swap them about a wee bit if needs be, down to injury and injury and suspension and stuff like that. But the big man came in the night, and I thought maybe European football's his thing, but he didn't let himself down. I thought he played really well tonight, so he did.
He seemed like a uncompromising defender, the old-fashioned type. He'll put his head, any part of his body in the way, just to stop. A brick ball. That's
he showed his experience when he lent one of the guys, gave away a foul, and just going with the game. Yeah,
definitely.
Clever player. But I think this just stresses tonight, guys, how important these home ties are going to be for us. If we can get even 7 points for home games, I would love to get 9, but even realistically, if we could even get 7 home points and maybe nick a point away or 2 away, you never know. We could just get through this group. We really could, because I don't honestly see how we should have any reason to fear any of these teams at Ibrox. I really don't.
Good shoot, mate.
I agree, Stark. I agree totally.
We'll move on, and big games are coming thick and fast, and that was a Bridgeman result the night, George Logan, and funny enough, I'd take a Bridgeman result away at St Johnstone.
Oh, of course you would, so that's what I'm saying. I think we've got a performance tonight. We made that team think again. What we need to remember, Ox, I can it where people are saying they won the league 2 years ago and Porto were past champions and things like that. Let's know, I can we've had a wee kick in the last few years, Ox. But these teams will be saying the same as us, Ox. Ken, they're coming up against Rangers. Rangers had a wee kick in the last wee while. They're starting to come back now, and they've not won the league game in so many years, but they're starting to get their way back now. So they'll be saying the same about us, Ox. As much as we're fearing these teams coming us and dropping points, they'll be fearing us going there and dropping points. So I think it's a really, really positive result for us. Good for the manager. A great wee result for the whole Rangers family just after what's happened and things like that. So I'm actually over the moon. I'm really delighted. We made that team a good team look bad tonight, and I'm proud every single one of the players was on the park. There's nobody you can actually turn around and say, well, every one of them done their bit for me tonight, Ox. Went into every challenge, and I think that's what we need to do to our team after the last couple of days and a result we spoke about maybe 2 weeks ago there.
We're still going on about that result, and we'll bounce back with 2 wins. All right, they've both been at home. One wasn't great against Livingston, but we've done the job. And I accept Ronnie's point about when we play against, but the difference is they'll have 10 men against behind the ball, and we need to get something on like that.
See, the reason we go back to that one, but 2 weeks ago, sorry for butting in there 2 weeks ago there, because I think the result in Saturday was a great result. Coming down for 1-0 down and 1-3. I think that's a great result. Last year that would have been a 1-0 defeat or a 1-each draw, so we're better than that now. The reason that I keep going back to that result that day is because we're much better than that. Nobody showed up.
We never played, mate. We never played.
We keep going back to that.
We were due a performance as well as the points. Ox here. Well, I think it's all right getting the 3 points on the board. I'll take it every week. I'll take 1-0 every week for the rest of the season. Long when 55 comes, I'll still celebrate it. But from that fortnight, this is the best performance since that game. That's how Rangers play. That's Glasgow Rangers. There's only one club in Scotland. There's only one club in the world, as far as I'm concerned, and it's Glasgow Rangers. And that's how we play. That's how we play.
We joined by a caller, evening caller.
How you doing, Ox?
How we doing, mate?
Stevie Fairfax. I know about
How you doing, mate? You happy with that, mate?
Aye, good result. Good result. We weren't sure last night getting into it, but it was a good result.
Who impressed you, mate?
Jack. I think Jack was outstanding. I agree with the guys. I think he was probably man of the match. I don't think... What happened? Did Ronnie just get cut off?
I'm not sure, mate.
I don't think he was being negative as such. I think let's be honest, it's a radio station. Everybody's got an opinion, isn't there?
But there's sometimes manners as well, mate. But carry on. We're not here to talk about individuals. We're here to talk about Rangers, yeah.
I thought he was right enough. I don't think they're the team they were. I think they're sitting fifth or something, but after it was still a good result. They
won the league in 2017, mate.
I'm a user, but I don't.
When you come, Stardog?
I don't think folks should get cut off.
Stevie, they're undefeated this year in the league. We're the first team to hold them a defeat this year.
Exactly.
I've watched the highlights against the Den Haag game at the weekend and a couple of weeks before that as well. They were playing, and some of the football they play is, honestly, mate, some of the football they play is absolutely brilliant. They have got a higher quality of player than us, in my opinion. I honestly, the team surprised me tonight. I thought we were absolutely sensational tonight. I think we caught Feyenoord off guard. So if I'm being honest, they're a good team, mate. I think all we can take for this game is positives tonight. They had chances, but they never really had any clear cut chances. And I think we played with plenty of wood in our team, which is something Ronnie said we never did. And I think we had plenty of wood tonight, mate.
Aye, mate. All I'm saying is, folks have their opinion, but I'm with you. They are a good team. Christ, they were passing it about, especially in the second half. They were passing it about brilliant. And that, but you come on here to give your opinion. I'm the one to come on, gain an opinion and get flung off myself one night, you know what I mean?
Well, everybody knows you come on, you've got to agree with me, that right, Rudy?
It's his ball, you're not playing.
Cheer box, Jeremy, you're taking away yet tonight.
I'm not agreeing with Stardog because he says about the gates tonight and he can't be there if he's on the phone.
Tomorrow morning.
Stevie, do you drive, mate?
I do, yep, I do.
You must stay local to me if you're Stevie Fairshire. I might need a lift up there tomorrow. No, I take it back, mate. I think he got the tactics spot on tonight, so he did. He really did. I would have liked to see Katic in there next to Hollander, don't get me wrong, because I still think he's been harshly treated, mate. I don't think the biggin deserved to get dropped for that. Let alone, never mind to the bench, but he get trapped for the full squad, mate. I think that was awful harsh.
Yeah. The thing with tonight, lads, it was just
anyway, gentlemen, I know it's hard to believe. You're all going to get cut off now because we've reached that time of the evening.
Can I just say one wee last thing, Ox, before we go?
Yes, you can, George.
Just a wee quick one, Ox, because I listened to all the shows yesterday. I never got involved in any of them. And I'm not peeing on your leg here and telling you it's raining, Ox. You're the one, you had this together and you were absolutely fantastic. Everybody was, Ox, but you had it together and you did absolutely fantastic. And you're the one that's thanking everybody for their time on the show. But I think everybody should really thank you because you really did. Thanks very much for that.
Well said, George.
Cheers, it's a hobby.
We love you.
It's a hobby and we all enjoy it. That's it, isn't it? We're all in it together.
And we love Rangers.
Aye, that's it. It's all about the Rangers. Thanks for the kind words, George. Yeah, but without Fox and Old School Blue, there wouldn't be a show, mate. Listen, can I thank everybody who's took the time to call on Rangers Radio? Everybody who took the time to call on Rangers Radio tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11, talking all things Rangers. Take
Superb.
Old School Blue.